Today on DC News Now.
A new Maryland policy aims to address low reading scores. I'll tell you how this could impact your student.
A sunny start to the weekend. When will we see cooler temps? Meteorologist Damon Matson is breaking it all down. Also, early voting underway in Maryland.
The machines are very well designed.
Voters saying new equipment is making it easy.
Preparations underway for the Marine Corps Marathon this weekend. What you need to know to get around.
And a new monument causing a stink. A look at a new statue that's turning heads.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Developing now, Maryland State Police are investigating a deadly crash in Prince George's County. Investigators say that this happened on Maryland Route 4 near Woodyard Road. They say that one of the drivers died at the scene. The other driver was taken to a hospital. We're not aware of their condition. New details this hour in Prince George's County. Police identifying a man that was killed yesterday. 38-year-old Jaber Cervantes was shot several times in Riverdale. Police responded to Veterans Parkway Thursday morning just before 6:45. He died at the scene. Police are working to determine a motive. We're told a $25,000 reward is being offered for information leading to an arrest. We'll take a look, a live look in Dumfries, Virginia. Southbound I-95 has reopened, but backups continue into the afternoon after a bus broke down in the center lane. You can still see emergency vehicles are on the side there, and officials say that delays stretched as far as 6 miles this morning. It is Friday. No better time to introduce my dear friend, meteorologist Damon Matson, with the latest check on the forecast. Damon, the sun is shining. Things looking pretty good heading into the weekend.
They are indeed, Mark. Happy Friday to you, by the way. And yeah, the only thing we're trying to do weather-wise is just shake off some of that chill that we had early this morning. Temperatures tumbled last night down into the 30s and 40s. We had a good bit of frost across parts of northern Virginia, north central Maryland once again. But with that sunny sky, we've at least jumped things back up into the lower 60s in and around the DC metro and to the south and east across southern Maryland. But those middle to upper 50s still hanging on back off to the north and west. As we go throughout the rest of the afternoon, we will slowly start to bring those temperatures up, though, because unlike yesterday, we don't have any northwest winds trying to funnel in more cold air as we go throughout the afternoon. Wind speeds are extremely light thanks to high pressure pretty much being directly overhead as we go through the rest of the day today. So it's another sunny, another beautiful day to wrap up the work week. Those temperatures, they will be jumping back up into the 60s across the entire DMV, and closer to the district, we'll likely have high temperatures peaking right around 70, so not too bad whatsoever. Now, as we head into the upcoming weekend, should we expect another surge of cold air to roll its way in? We'll have a look at that full forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. New at noon, the Stafford County Sheriff reporting a traffic alert. They say that one lane on Telegraph Road is now back open after delays caused by a submerged vehicle. Take a look. You can see that vehicle in what appears to be a creek there. The sheriff says the driver did make it out. The driver was evaluated by fire and rescue crews on scene. And developing now, DC police are investigating after scooters were intentionally set on fire. Officials were called, firefighters were called to B Street Southeast around 1 Thursday morning. Investigators say that someone intentionally set the scooters on fire. People in the area were upset to hear what happened on their block.
These bikes are literally their way of feeding themselves, rent, bills, food, etc. So trying to destroy their bikes is you trying to destroy their lives.
It could take up to a week to replace or repair the scooters. If you have any information, you're asked to contact police. Well, we're following a shooting out of Maryland where a Bowie police officer will face charges for firing his gun during a traffic stop last month. A grand jury handing up an indictment against Sergeant Robert Warrington. Warrington is a 12-year veteran in law enforcement, and he faces 5 charges for attempted second-degree murder, 2 counts of reckless endangerment, first-degree assault, and misconduct in office.
Life is valuable. everyone's life is valuable. Police officer lives are valuable, civilian lives are valuable, and it's important that those who have been sworn to protect and serve the public really value life.
Warrington was suspended without pay. No word yet when a court date is set. Well, Prince George's County Police are investigating after they say a man boarded a school bus carrying elementary school students. A person reportedly saw that man board the bus while 3 kids were inside. Now, police stopped the bus a few minutes later, but the man was no longer on the bus. Police say the driver picked them up and then drove him just across the border into D.C. before returning to the county. They say the driver knows the man and is possibly a relative. While he didn't bring a gun on the bus, police believe that he had one and he got into a fight with another man nearby. We talked with a parent of a 6-year-old who started school last year. She says that she doesn't trust the system.
From the very beginning, the first week of school, they were dropping kids off in the middle of nowhere. I have not trusted the PG County school bus system from the very beginning, and our child will never ride the school buses in PG County.
A spokesperson for the school district says the principal of Bradbury only contacted the parents of the 3 children. They wouldn't say the drivers facing disciplinary action. Well, this week, a new Maryland education policy was passed that allows 3rd graders to be held back or get additional help if their reading performance is low. This comes after the state noticed a significant decrease in their literacy ranking. DC News Now's Yamari Sase spoke to education leaders on the impact this new policy will have.
Yeah, Maryland went from number 4 to being number 41 in the country when it comes to 4th grade literacy rates. And they also noticed a gap between their black and brown students and their peers. And they're hoping this new policy will address it.
We have about 30% of our a gap between the performance level of our black students or Hispanic students. So we want to close those gaps.
And that's one of the reasons the Maryland State Department of Education passed the comprehensive K-3 literacy policy. The policy will help improve literacy programs through scientific reading instruction, more training for teachers, and targeted intervention. A big component of the policy is retention. A 3rd grader will have to stay behind the grade if their literacy scores are low. But if the parent wants them to move forward to the 4th grade, the student will have to take a free literacy program so they get the help they need.
This policy is rooted in providing parents access to supporting their kids' ability or whatever's going on within the classroom.
Paul Lemley, president for the Maryland State Education Association, believes the policy will help students.
We want to identify that kid, deliver that intervention, and really help them so that when they move into the higher grades and they're reading for information, that they got the skills.
But that also means more work for teachers. He says the Blueprint for Maryland's Future project that aims to transform public education will bring some relief.
It brings more educators into schools. It gives targeted time for kids to get interventions. And it gives time for teachers to collaborate, to learn really from each other.
Now, majority of the changes will take place during the 2026-2027 school year and also the following year. For now, reporting in Rockville, Maryland, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Yamari. In Virginia, the Board of Education has a new online portal highlighting early childhood education options. Parents, based on where you live, can use the portal to search for publicly funded preschools, Head Starts, child care centers, and family day home programs near you. And you can also use it to search for specific schools or school districts for more information. Well, this weekend, thousands of Marines, veterans, and supporters will be taking part in the Marine Corps Marathon. The fundraising event expected to draw more than 100,000 spectators of Arlington and Washington, D.C. DC News Now's Liberty Simmons breaks down what you need to know before you go.
Well, you can expect a lot of excitement, a lot of traffic, and a lot of closures. And you can see the equipment already set up here behind me as more than 30,000 Marines and runners take to the streets here for the Marine Corps Marathon. And because of construction in the area, this year's runners are in for a special treat.
I think changing up the route is a fantastic idea, especially for our group who runs it every year. A change in route, it takes your mind off the pain.
Marine Corps veteran Patrick Ford is running this year's 49th Marine Corps Marathon for the 7th year in a row. This year, the race will offer a new course with views of famous monuments such as the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial and the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. The Marine Corps Marathon was established back in 1976 and is one of the largest marathons in the world. Because it doesn't offer prize money, it is also known as the People's Marathon. More than 60 charities partner with the Marine Corps Marathon to raise funds for causes ranging from medical research to military support to education and more. Patrick is running the marathon to raise funds for the Travis Manion Foundation.
The foundation, as a result of those funds, is delivering a massive impact on families of the fallen and also helping veterans transition successfully.
DC Police also warns drivers there will be several street closures and emergency no parking areas. All cars parked in these areas will be ticketed and towed. And WMATA also wants to urge runners and spectators to use the Metro to get around. All lines of the Metro will be open by 5 a.m. on Sunday for the marathon. For now, in Arlington, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
A Virginia man is on a mission to deliver supplies to families in North Carolina devastated by Hurricane Helene, but it all started with an initial drive to help his son. We'll explain.
And are we going to continue to see these sunny skies as we go throughout the upcoming weekend? We'll have a look at your full forecast coming up after the break.
All right, thank you, Damon. And later, early voting underway in Maryland. What to know before heading to the polls. You're watching DC News Now at noon. Please stick around. We'll be right back with more.